Up with KREM begins now.
All right, we're taking a look at the Hoopfest countdown. We are 1 day and 1 hour and 59 minutes away from Hoopfest 2025 officially starting. Hundreds of thousands of athletes and fans will be here in Spokane for the world's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Good morning and welcome to this special Hoopfest edition of Up with KREM. I'm Nicole Hernandez, and this morning we have team coverage for you with our meteorologist Thomas Patrick and Brandon T. Jones. Brandon has you covered with everything you need to know, but first we want to get a look at the weather with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. So, Thomas, how are things looking?
Yeah, I was going to say Brandon's absolutely the Hoopfest expert between the two of us. That's why I stay in my lane when it comes to the weather. We were actually just commenting that it's a little cool out here this morning, especially for us in our T-shirts and polos early on this morning. It's currently 56 degrees. Mm-hmm. How's that for a summer morning?
Absolutely, and we've been out here for an hour, so I think that's why we feel a little bit more, you know?
The only thing that we're missing is probably a hoop nearby, but they haven't set it up yet here at Hoopfest, the downtown area. So I bet if there was a hoop nearby, we'd be running up and down full court for us.
We're like less than 12 hours officially now until they start getting those set up. So we'll talk about that in a few moments.
And we definitely saw the signage on the parking spots that says if you're not out by 5, you're probably getting towed. So it is just upon us, the Hoopfest weekend. But yeah, it's going to start out a little cool in the morning, but it will get plenty warm in the afternoon hours. That's going to carry for these next 3 days, with today being the coolest of these days. 56 degrees is that current temperature with mostly cloudy skies. I bet if we had a little more sunshine, might be a little bit better outside overall. But honestly, not bad for the summer season. You might even be hearing a little bit of wind on the microphones as well, because it's a fair bit breezy downtown as well. So we're in for a little bit of a breeze today, but temperatures will steadily warm for these next 3 days, getting close to 90 degrees by this Sunday. So going to be a hot finish to the Hoopfest weekend, but today and tomorrow are looking exceptional overall.
So what I hear, Thomas, is that we got to enjoy this weather here right now. And of course, Thomas has the weather. I've got you covered here with the traffic this morning. So here's a look at the Hoopfest traffic impact. Washington State Patrol says Hoopfest will impact areas of I-90, Highway 2, Highway 195, and Highway 395, also known, of course, as Division Street. As you can see on this map, most streets in downtown Spokane will be closed for Hoopfest weekend, and local law enforcement agencies will be conducting extra traffic safety emphasis patrols for Hoopfest weekend to keep people safe. Of course, that's important. That's all about what it is, you know, having fun, being safe out there. And Thomas and I were just talking a couple moments ago about how those hoops, they're going to start getting set up, again, about 12 hours away from that time. 6 p.m., that's the time you need to know, because that's when downtown streets are officially going to start closing. So make sure you have your car removed. You don't want to get towed. That has to be one of the worst feelings out there, right? Having your car towed. So make sure you get that out of the way. Those court monitors, they're going to start getting things set up. The volunteers, making sure everything is prepared for tomorrow morning once these games officially tip off. So it is going to be a great weekend. We'll stick with kind of that traffic theme really quick, just to talk about some potential options on how you can get around this weekend. As a reminder, one parking option will be the parkade. Daily passes cost $30. A full weekend pass is going to run you $50. Another mode of transportation we've been telling you about, STA has several Hoopfest routes this weekend. The City Line and Jefferson will be the two main routes. Buses run every 15 minutes, and for the City Line, there's free parking at Spokane Community College and select lots in the University District. So you can park for free, then hop on the bus, and that'll get you downtown. For Jefferson parking, go to the Jefferson lot, park, and the shuttle will take care of the rest. Both the City Line and Jefferson shuttle fares for the weekend cost a very modest $2 for all day access. That's again, another solid form of transportation. If you're not interested in driving around, being stuck in the traffic, go ahead, get on those STA fares and those buses as well. But for now, we'll go ahead and toss it back to you in the studio, Nicole.
Thanks, Brandon. And he will have in about 30 minutes also an update on how big of an impact Hoopfest makes on our local economy. All right, we'll let you get to it, Brandon. If you are one of the thousands playing in Hoopfest, here's what you should do to avoid getting hurt. If you haven't started yet, make sure you stretch to get nice and loose. KREM 2's Tim Pham spoke with Multicare this week. They handle all the medical care for Hoopfest.
We have our tents strategically placed around the footprint of the event. We have 3 main tents, and all the care is free. So we want to make sure for players and spectators we're there throughout the weekend and that there isn't any type of roadblock for them to come see us. And then we also have some things in place to try to prepare for after the event so that if these people do need that care moving forward, we can help coordinate that as well.
They'll have several tents throughout downtown, along with equipment like a portable x-ray machine on site. Both players and spectators will be able to use this care if they need it. WSP will have high visibility enforcement patrols during this Hoopfest weekend. The technique is known as Hive, and this is the second time WSP is using it this year. The main goal during Hoopfest is to prevent serious injury and fatality collisions. They will be on the lookout to stop speeding and aggressive driving and will target people using phones while driving. Another thing, Hoopfest is hoping to set a world record this afternoon by playing the largest game of knockout. Right now, Grand Canyon University in Arizona holds this record. They had 728 players, so we just have to beat that today with 729. The game will be on the Northern Quest Center Court at 2 o'clock this afternoon. It is $5 to play. Only rule, you have to be at least 8 years old. It's time for your wake-up call this morning. We are keeping with the Hoopfest theme. We want you to send in your Hoopfest memories or shout out to a team that you have going this year. Someone saying, Brandon, are they going to show Hoopfest on TV? Brandon, you're rooting for them. Morning, Brandon and Thomas. Charity here. Drink a lot of water. Definitely. Maybe stay in the AC. Good tip there as well. They want to say good luck to Messiah Williams, Kendall Duncan, Felisa King, Demetrius, Ray, gosh, hoop it up. To everyone, not just them. We want to say happy Hoopfest. Keep texting us these shout outs at 509-448-2000. And to stay up to date on everything Hoopfest related, you can also text the word Hoopfest to that same number, 509-448-2000, and we'll send you a link with all the information you need to know. Now to other news of the day. Investigators found 2 bloody handprints on Travis Decker's truck where the 3 girls were found dead near Leavenworth. The Chelan County Sheriff, Mike Morrison, said the DNA matched Decker's. He said he is confident Decker committed the crimes and that the U.S. Marshals will find him. The mother of the 3 girls, Whitney Decker, said she's frustrated. Search crews have not found her former husband. An Idaho judge decided yesterday to delay Brian Kohberger's murder trial. Now it will start 1 week later. Opening statements now scheduled for August 18th. Former Idaho Attorney General David Leroy says this is nothing new for this type of case.
So a 1 week delay or adjustment in starting times is not significant for a case that has waited 2.5 years for trial.
The delay will give Judge Hippler more time to select an objective jury, something that could be difficult because of how high profile this case is. The judge also ruled the defense cannot use the list of 4 alternate suspects as evidence, but they can use it when cross-examining witnesses. Prosecutors say they plan on seeking the death penalty if Kohberger is convicted. Well, WashDOT finished up its speed camera pilot program this week. They will be taking down now the 2 speed cameras they put up, one on I-90 here in Spokane County and the other on I-5 in Skagit County. The cameras were up for about 2 months, gathering speed data, if you remember these ones out near Liberty Lake. They sent out courtesy notices, not fines, to drivers who were driving over the speed limit. They mailed out more than 16,000 notices since April 10th. WashDOT, though, is not taking down the cameras they're using to enforce construction zone speeds. Right now, they have 3 cameras set up, but will have a total of 6 this summer. If the cameras catch you speeding the first time, you will not get a fine. But by next July, it'll be $125 or more.